Peace, welcome back to Essence Tarot, and this is going to be Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine update. So let's see what the masculine is feeling about Divine Feminine at this moment. Okay, so we got Karmic Hater. Alright. Just look like there's still some karmic energy floating around. Masculine is still dealing with karmic energy. Okay. We have Liar. Okay, so maybe some of y'all are being told that they're not dealing with karmic, but they still are. Okay, we got Fear. Alright, so they look like they're still trapped in fear. We have Mask on. Okay, so what I'm getting so far is that the masculine is still dealing with karmic energy and still not yet ready to open up about it. Okay, still living in fear. And the masculine still has his mask on. And this is why we call the masculine the masculine. Okay. So yeah, this karmic that he is dealing with, okay, he is still in relations with. Okay, so we got reminders. Okay. We have playful. And we have High Priestess. So like I said, what's going on is the masculine still flirting and messing around, still fucking around with karmic. Okay. He is being reminded every day about, you know, his behaviors. He is being reminded. We have about his weakness. Okay, and his deception. Okay. All right. So what we have here is a masculine that's still dealing with karmic energy, still afraid of his divine feminine. Still don't know the difference between the two, only because it's still a physical action. Okay. He does think about his high priestess, his feminine, but what happens is he thinks about the lies and the fear that come from the connection. So he's still childish in the mind, and in the emotion of his actions, it speaks for itself. Okay, he's still a little bit ashamed of his behavior. Okay, but eventually Spirit is pretty much saying he's gonna you know, he's gonna wake up from that, but it's just taking time. So he's still being playful with the karmic, still lying. And sometimes he could contact the feminine as well, to see if he can see any difference between the two. Okay, so that's what that reminder is for. Okay, so yeah, when it comes to the high priestess, the feminine, divine feminine, you are someone that the masculine finds as a very nurturing, you know, safe haven for him. Okay. You got that safe haven for the masculine. Okay, so you got that peace of mind. So it's almost like when he thinks about his feminine, it's constantly reminding the masculine of his peace of mind. Okay. I got at the bottom of the card because it consciously looked at it is commitment, marriage. He's constantly being reminded of his divine connection. Okay. So we have loss. All right. So while he's playing around with this karmic, he's losing himself because it's like almost like mind manipulation. It's almost like he's playing a trick on his own self. And the karmic is just validating the illusion. Okay. So we got that the masculine, while he's doing this playful stuff and this karmic situation is happening and he's lying, he's just losing himself in the situation. Is also losing his feminine. So I'm gonna leave that there. I'm gonna put that there. So when it comes to him growing up, he got to make the right choices. Okay, being alone, he's not making the right choices. So it's almost like he is looking for his feminine somewhere. If he doesn't see where she's at, he's looking for her somewhere. So most of the time, the masculine runs to a karmic to do so. But he will eventually make a better choice when he comes to an understanding. Okay? He's in the dark because he's digging deep into his mind. Okay? Battling with his alter ego. Alright? Battling with the alter ego. Okay, so we do have wedding, and we do have this could be the one. All right, so it's like he already knows. Okay, marriage is definitely in the future for you guys, or you guys are already married according to divine, and spirit is saying that you guys already met each other before. So if you already had that recognition, you guys are married in spirit, and eventually, you know what's happening is spirit is trying to get the two to come together to connect you guys on a more physical plane. So yeah, while the masculine is in playful mode, he's losing himself slowly but surely. He's like breaking himself into pieces. What I see as a masculine, shattered into pieces. Okay, but it's like when he thinks of his divine feminine, he tends to ground himself, and when he grounds himself, he will start to get himself together. But there is karmics involved. There is karmic involved. It could be a karmic that he's had a marriage with, had children with, or just an ex-girlfriend, or just females randomly. But, you know, whatever that karmic energy is, just keeping him entertained, keeping him lying to himself, keeping him in fear, keeping him with that mask on. So most likely what he will do is reflect that to his feminine. So don't let the illusion of the masculine and fear, you know, run the true connection away. So the masculine does deeply care about his feminine, but he is just still trapped in his illusion, still needs to break free from that. Okay, the karmic is only entertaining the ego, which is keeping him entrapped in his own mind. But he is being reminded of how much peace that his connection with the divine feminine can bring him. Okay, he just doesn't fully realize it yet, but he does understand a little bit. He understands when he does look at his feminine that she does bring great peace. But as long as he's in that playful mode and, you know, acting childish and immature, you have the masculine not making good choices. Okay, eventually spirit is going to transition as masculine, because eventually he's going to get tired and bored of the illusion, because of the simple fact that he's not getting anywhere. So eventually he's going to dig deep into his mind, which he will realize that he had a mask on the whole time. Okay, so just because he's living in that transition, because everybody got to go through their trials and tribulations, he will understand that you guys, you know, it's like almost like he can't see what he got in front of him because he's got a veil over his eyes. Okay, so that is the masculine and what he feels about the feminine. Okay, make sure you guys stay tuned for more videos. If this resonates with you, take it. If it doesn't, leave it. Okay, if you want to book a personal reading to see where you're at in your situation, or if this is you, you can just check my description below, email me, and, you know, book a reading. So thank you all. Peace.